Hi, Marv Curtis here. A question I'm frequently asked is, why do I still hurt even when my doctors can't find any cause? That's a great question, and it happens to a lot of people. And an instructive way to think about this is my friend who had his big toe cut off. So he'd been mowing his lawn, had an accident, and his toe got cut off. Needless to say, it was a very painful injury. While it was healing, the signal from that injury to his brain became really sensitized. There was a lot of pain, and those signals kept going back and forth and really developed a strong pathway. We call this a neural pathway. And over time, it learned that that's the way to express that pain. Well, over time, his injury healed and should not have continued to give him any pain because it was fully healed. And yet, he continued to have pain as though that big toe was still there and still hurting. That's why it's called phantom pain. Sometimes it's phantom limb pain if you've lost an arm or a leg or something, but in this case, it was his toe. So what happens here is the brain has learned that this pathway is useful. So if he had had something going on in his life that time, let's say he was stressed about a mortgage or something, and that happened at the same time that he had this pain going through from his big toe to his brain. Sometimes your brain will connect that those two things are related. After the injury had healed, let's say he had had concern or stress about his mortgage, that might fire off that same neural pathway and give him pain again, even though the injury had healed. Well, how does that make a difference to you? So some of my clients who have migraines, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, may not realize this, but in some cases, they've had some emotional trauma, some physical injury, something that had happened previous in their life, and their brain had learned that pathway of pain that they experienced at that time and associated it with other stressors in their life. And as it became more of a common pathway, it began to amplify it. So other triggers might fire it off. They'd experience pain that was really just learned from a previous experience. Well, the good news about that is if this is your situation, or part of your pain is the result of this kind of situation, if your brain learned how to create chronic pain, it can unlearn how to create chronic pain. I'd love to visit with you and see if perhaps this might be a way to reduce or in some cases even eliminate the pain you're experiencing. Give me a call. There's a button for a discovery call. It's free, just takes a few minutes. Love to visit with you. Thank you.